common question that I've received over the past 4 months is what drew me into gaming when my background has historically been in identity audience measurement. And I think the thing that I found interesting over the past decade plus is I've been at the intersection of working with the largest agencies and brands, largest publishers, buy-side platforms, DSP, SSP, insert an acronym. And over that period of time, I think one thing that I was continuing to think about on what would be next for me is what's an area that's untapped in terms of investment, has a massive amount of time spent and engagement, and has data that hasn't been introduced to the ecosystem. And so when I was able to have a conversation with Unity, I really realized people think of us as a gaming company, but in reality, we're a software and a data company. We have a platform that developers of all sorts can build their experience. Gaming is what we're known for, but most folks don't realize in automotive, Mercedes-Benz and a myriad of other manufacturers build their in-car experience with Unity. When you walked through CES last week, 80 some odd percent of those slot machines, the experience that you see was built on Unity. And so my point here is we're really a diversified business across a sector of industries where all of our underlying software is used to develop, and then the data is really the uniqueness. We build advertising experiences on top of that.
Chris, we're pretty much well into nearly 20 years of the year of mobile. And as that space has matured, gaming now rivals streaming and social in scale as well. All this coming together, but brand investment still lags. What's holding marketers back from embracing gaming as a true full funnel opportunity?
Yeah, unlike connected TV and before that social, that really made the investment in being able to target people and households, gaming historically has been, if you want to reach the stereotypical Midwestern mom or teenager in their basement, you'd have to buy a contextual channel. Do you want to buy puzzle games or first-person shooter games or whatever the definition of that would be? Over the past 24 months and really 12 months, it's been a huge investment from Unity's standpoint of enabling gaming and mobile app to be bought, sold, and measured, very similar to connected TV. So if you want to bring your own first-party data as a brand, if you want to utilize Unity's first-party data that's now unlocked and available, overlay third-party data, run closed-loop measurement, online or offline, digital conversions to web, any of the things that historically weren't possible inside of mobile app and gaming, that upfront investment was made to really make it at parity, at scale, to well invested channels like connected TV. And I think the other thing, right, if you think about that now, someone like Unity, we have 160 million monthly active users in the US. We have something like 28 minutes per day, and an average consumer has X number of apps that they play on a weekly, monthly basis, right? If I didn't say I was working at Unity, that's a very similar story to the largest publishers in the ecosystem. So again, we just need to make it addressable like those publishers have, and we're there now.
So Chris, as you said, your mission in part is to bring gaming into parity with other digital channels. With that in mind, as programmatic itself continues to evolve, what do you see as the biggest opportunities for innovation in gaming?
Yeah, one, changing the mindset of, I think, the marketer, right? So gaming is the end state, right? When, you buy streaming, you don't say I'm like buying streamers, right? You're engaging with consumers, high value consumers for a marketer. We have consumers while they're in the state of play, which I think is a very interesting opportunity because that state of play is when you're on the go, right? When you're at home, when you're second screening, watching TV and playing a game. And so we've created a medium and an opportunity that continues to expand in terms of the number of monthly active users, continues to grow in the amount of time spent. And so changing that marketer mindset that like, it's gaming, no, you're reaching consumers in another form of entertainment. And entertainment, as we know, has been here for a long time.
Chris, if there's one takeaway the advertising community at large should have about Unity's role in that future, what would it be?
One big takeaway for marketers in the future state is I think in 12 months from now, we really hope that gaming is looked at as a supporting channel to all of your buys, right? To reach that same consumer that you've invested in search and social and connected TV. And we've given you a medium to do that at scale with precision, and of course with the measurement that makes any channel continue to be invested in.